Buongiorno, my name is John, aka the Tin Man Chef, and today we're going to be making beef bourguignon, aka French beef stew. So if you like what you see here, most definitely leave a like, follow, and subscribe. But for now, let's go ahead and get into the recipe. Today we're going to start off with 4 stalks of celery, 3 carrots, 1 large onion peeled. We're also going to have our herb mixture of thyme, rosemary, and parsley, and a pound of destemmed mushrooms. We also have 1 cup of pancetta, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of better than bouillon beef stock, 1 750 milliliter bottle of red wine, salt and pepper to taste, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons of Tabasco, and 4 bay leaves. And also 2 pounds of stew beef cubed. Now let's go ahead and slice our onion in half, but I actually don't want to cut it in the traditional way. So 1, 2, 3, boom, there we go. Next, we're going to go ahead and get our carrots, and we're going to slice those into bite-sized pieces. Making sure that they are somewhat even and we're not cutting our fingers. Also, we saved the carrot scraps for Zelda, so everybody remembers that. And we're going to go ahead and cut our celery as well into bite-sized pieces. What we're making is called a mirepoix, and it is the start of many delicious dishes. Now we're going to go ahead and get our herbs. We're going to chop them up and give them a nice fine chop, then we'll set them to the side. Now this is where the party starts because we're introducing the fun guys, and we are going to go ahead and give them a quartering. Come on, Jonathan, you can do it a little bit fast. There we go, through the power of editing. Oh, you left one, there we go. Now we're going to put our fun guys back into their fun party basket to party some more. And then we're going to go ahead and clean up the mess that they made. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our pancetta to a cold pot and allow that to render down on medium-low heat for about 5 to 10 minutes, giving it a stir every once in a while to make sure it's rendering evenly. After the pancetta has rendered, we are putting our beef chunks in the pot with it. We're only putting 1 pound in for now so as not to overcrowd the pan. The beef has been pre-seasoned with salt and pepper. We will allow the beef to cook for about 3 to 4 minutes or until they have a nice sear on them. Once they have cooked for about that long, we'll take them out and place them on a plate with a paper towel so that some of the grease and the liquid that has accumulated will be drained off. We also will get the pancetta out because we do not want to burn it. After you've taken the first pound of beef out, we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more oil and then put the second pound of beef in to cook in the same way. Once the beef has cooked and been removed from the pot, we're going to add our mirepoix mixture to the oiled pot and allow that to cook for a minute or 2 before putting 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. These are big tablespoons because I love garlic. And then our chopped herbs. We will cook that until fragrant. Now that you could smell the garlic and herbs, we'll go ahead and add our mushrooms to the pot. Now the mushrooms have been proven that they cannot be overcooked ever, so you can't mess up the mushrooms. Now we're going to add our tomato paste to give our dish a deep red color. Then we'll add our beef concentrate to add flavor and umami to the dish. We'll give this a good stir to make sure that all the ingredients are well incorporated while scraping down the sides so nothing burns. Always, always scrape down those sides. Once everything is mixed together well, let's add our Tabasco and our Worcestershire sauce into the pot, and we'll deglaze the bottom and allow for those flavors to come together. After we've done that, we're going to go ahead and add our beef back into the pot. Try not to drop some on the stove like I did. Now we'll go ahead and give that a good stir just to make sure that the beef gets all of those flavors as well. Now we're going to get a little crazy in here, and we're going to pour an entire bottle of red wine into our pot. Don't worry, the alcohol should cook off, mostly. And because I like to stir the pot once in a while, we're going to do that before we put our bay leaves in and allow the pot to come to a boil over high heat. Now that our mixture has started to boil, we'll put the lid on about 3/4 of the way to allow some of the steam to escape. Next, we'll place it into our oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. While the beef bourguignon is cooking, we're going to go ahead and start our mashed potatoes. We'll need 9 medium to large russet potatoes, 2 cups of grated smoked gouda, about 2 cups of milk, and 1 stick of unsalted butter. Now with my magic fingers, we're going to undress the potatoes and slice them into fourths for better cooking. Let's go ahead and add them into a large pot on medium-high heat with 2 quarts of hot water and 1/4 cup of salt. Once the potatoes have cooked for 30 minutes to an hour, we're going to drain them and then mash them. We will add our cheese and butter first to the mash to get the cheese and butter melted. After they have been incorporated, we're going to add our milk to thin out the taters. We will still want them thick, but we don't want them to be like plaster. And I used about a cup of milk. Your milk usage may vary due to difference in potatoes. Now we're going to season our mashed potatoes to our liking, giving them a good mix, setting them off to the side and keeping them warm. Now that our beef bourguignon is ready to be taken out of the oven, and as you can see, the red wine has reduced quite a bit, but it's still not thick enough to be called a sauce. So here comes our hero, a cornstarch slurry, which is 1 part cold water to 2 parts cornstarch. And we'll just stir that in. And with the magic of the cornstarch, it will start to thicken. And it also gives it a nice sheen as well. We will go ahead and plate it up with the mashed potatoes on the bottom and a good helping of the beef bourguignon on top. And there you have it, folks. Perfectly roasted vegetables as well as perfectly tender meat on top of mashed potatoes with a red wine gravy. Most definitely is a great recipe. If you like it, please leave a like, a follow, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. But for now, I bid you adieu.